Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Paul Finck, and this is the Mavericks Do It Different podcast. And I'm so excited that you're here because, well, this is a slightly different setup than normal, and normal may not be normal. We are moving, shaking, and doing things differently every single day. And I'm on the road today, so I wanted to still bring you a podcast, still have the energy and the time and the excitement to bring it to you, and yet on the road again and moving around. And so this is actually a different background and a different space for me. However, I was able to get into this space and do this podcast for you, which is what it's all about. Perseverance. Continuing to step forward, continuing to do what we know we maybe should do, what we know we maybe want to do, and yet we don't necessarily bring ourselves to do it every single day or consistently, persistently over time. What we do is we second guess ourselves or say, this isn't quite perfect. Maybe the lighting's not quite perfect. The background's very different. All the things aren't quite the way I would love them to be. However, in the meantime, we just then don't do it. We don't move forward. We don't take action. We don't create. And that's the devastation. That's the challenge. We've got to move forward. We've got to continue to step forward day by day, inch by inch, if you will, to create the magnitude of difference that can be, in our future. The magnitude of difference that could be our life. That's the key. They've done tons of studies, and it used to be that the intelligence quotient or your IQ was the thing that would determine success. So when I was younger, everybody knew their IQ, or at least anybody that wanted to achieve, or more importantly, had parents that wanted their children to achieve. Everyone was all so focused on IQ tests. And so you would take this IQ test and you would get a score and, I'm 110 or 120 or 150 or 165. And you would get a score, and that would identify your IQ, your intelligence quotient. And that intelligence quotient would have been the factor, and this is what they thought. It was the factor that determined your ability to create success, your potential. What they have found is that isn't quite the case, is that now it's not your intelligence quotient that really makes the difference. We all know there are people out there that we've seen, that we've experienced that, maybe they are not quite as intelligent as their success would demand. They're not quite as with it as all the money that may be in their bank account would dictate. We know people that have created amazing success that aren't necessarily the best at everything, or certainly aren't the highest of intelligence. However, somehow, some way, they knew how to put all the pieces together, and they just kept moving forward to create it. And that's kind of what has happened in the studies. The studies have caught up to what we know, what we experience, what we see all around us every day, and that is that it's not the most intelligent. It's not even the prettiest. It's not the most proficient in engagement of communication or any of those factors. It has to do with a couple things. One is your ability to manage your emotions. To manage your emotions. It doesn't mean to be non-emotional, nor does it mean to suppress your true emotions. It means to manage them. It means to express what will be effective to express, to engage with your emotions at a deep level when it's effective and appropriate, and create something of use, and when it's not appropriate or actually devastating to your future, devastating to who you are, what you want, and where you want to go. that's a moment in time to suppress it, put it aside for maybe later in the day or another time, whatever the case may be, so that in any moment you're bringing forth the emotions that are effective to have in the forefront of your being at that moment. They also found one other component, one other piece of the equation that makes a huge difference in where you end up, a huge difference in how successful you become. Who here wants to know that? You mean there's something I could take a look at to say, am I going to be able to succeed? Do I have the potential? Here's one of the great bits of this whole education is that this and everything else I teach is learned. It was certainly learned by me. I wasn't always this guy. And it's also learnable by all of you. Is that this thing that people have figured out is one of the key ingredients for creating success. You can actually train yourself to be better and better and better at it. You can build up your muscles around it to create that magnitude of success for you. So what is this thing that is the magic pill, if you will? It's what they call the adversity quotient. Now, what is this? The adversity quotient is your ability to manage the stuff that comes into your life, the adversity, the roadblocks, the angst, the stopgaps, the things that are going to cause you to go, ouch, and still keep moving forward. I remember when I was younger, my coach, it didn't matter what happened to you, you got injured in any way at all, his one and only one reaction was, go walk it off, go run it off. Go, do, get active, and this pain will go away. That's the adversity quotient at work. That no matter what it was that was facing you, that was causing you pain, angst, resistance in your life, keep moving forward and it'll go away. Or at the very least, will stop becoming this overwhelming thing that stops you. It may continue to persist in your life, but it won't be anything that keeps you from moving forward. And that's a huge distinction. In this thing that they have figured out is the thing that creates success, the thing that drives people forward, adversity quotient is also something that, that you can build a muscle around, that you can get better and better at every single day. So it's not this thing that you have to be born with, or you just have or don't have, like they used to talk about charisma. It is this thing that you learn to utilize and you get better and better at it. The adversity quotient is to feel the pain. It doesn't mean eliminate the pain. It doesn't mean eliminate the adversity. It means knowing how to keep moving forward regardless of the adversity, regardless of the pain. That's what my coach was saying, wasn't it? Keep moving forward regardless of the pain, because it's the winning, it's the achievement, it's the success that is our goal. It's not to give in to the pain, to give it into the angst. It is about succeeding and creating what we want, what we said we wanted, what we committed to every day, without worrying about this other piece, without letting it stop us. We keep moving forward regardless. Keep moving forward. The adversity quotient is all about your ability to keep moving forward, your ability to move forward step by step, regardless of the pain, the angst, the blocks. When you do, there's the expression, success is 80% showing up. That's the adversity quotient. Just keep moving forward. Keep showing up. Keep doing the do, being the be, creating the magic in your life, and you will create that success. So what are some of the things that you want to keep in mind, or some of the activity that you want to be creating in your life to keep moving forward, to build up this adversity quotient? One is, every time that you feel an angst, that you feel a ooh, that causes you to stop, I want you to ask yourself, when I stop, or if I buy into this pain and do not do this, will my life be better for it? All too often, man, it feels all nice and cushy. It's your comfort zone speaking. It's so soft to curl up under the covers. But we know it's not moving our life forward. We know it's not going to create more in our future. But we'll do it anyway. I want to ask you, have you asked yourself, when you hit that quotient, when you hit that adversity, that block, when you go, ooh, that's painful, be thinking, will my life be better off? I buy into this, go curl under the covers. Or will my life be better off stepping forward? Will I be able to create the magic in my future by stepping into and doing this, whatever it is? Be clear. It's either step forward or step back. Either move forward towards your dreams or step away. One or the other. You cannot do both. It's like having a foot on the shore and in the boat. At one point or another, you're going to get your ass in the water and underwater in no time at all. Absolutely. Ask yourself, am I stepping towards my dream or away by buying into this angst? How about this question? When I do step forward, when I do step towards this pain that I'm feeling right now that I don't want to step forward in, when I do step forward in this pain, will my life be better off? Will I feel better on the other side of this? This is all part of that adversity quotient. When we build up our muscle, when we face fear after fear, block after block, and create that magic on the other side, we get better and better and better at it. And as we do, all those things that used to cause us pain now get us excited, because we know that on the other side of that is greatness. We know on the other side of that is so much of what we want in our life. You know, everything that you want is in a place you've never been. And for many of us, we've bought into this idea of being comfortable, having security, being able to curl up in that blanket without stepping forward, without creating the magic in our life, that the comfort and the security is the thing that's most important. Get clear. You want success. You want happiness. You want greatness in your world. You want to have all those things that you've written down on your dream list that you've decided you want in your life. You want all those things that happens on the other side of ouch. That happens on the other side of all those things that you don't want to do. That happens on the other side of staying within your comfort zone, curling up in that nice cushy blanket and staying there for the day. Decide there's greatness in your future. Decide that you can. Decide there's something more. And dare to take that step forward. As you do, the next step will become easier. As you do, the next step will become easier. You'll build up a muscle so that every step leads to another, and that every time you do, your muscle gets stronger, which makes every step that much easier. This is what it looks like to build up the adversity quotient. To build up your ability to keep moving forward step by step, to taking those steps day in and day out, till you reach the nirvana of what you want your life to be. Dare to dream, dare to face the fears, and do it anyway. Dare to create this magic in your future. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. Yeah, intelligence can be important. It's nice to be intelligent. However, it's not the most important thing, and they've shown this over and over again. What is important? What is something that you want to build your muscle around? What is something you want to get clear on every day? Is how to get control of all your emotions. And one of the things I've been focusing on here is to keep stepping forward. No matter what's blocking you, no matter what's stopping you, there is a solution to all of it. And you've got the strength, the power, and the perseverance to keep moving forward and create the impossible in your life. Keep doing it. Keep creating it. Keep being it. This is Paul Finck. This is the Mavericks Do It Different podcast. Please share this message everywhere. Share it with people. Share this link. Like, follow, comment. I would love to know your ideas and your thoughts on what I've shared here so that we can actually engage in conversation to help you every day to create the life of your dreams by doing it slightly different than most. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. This is Mavericks Do It Different podcast. Till next time, everyone.
Thanks for being here today. As our gift to you, be sure to go to themaverickuniverse.com where you can download your free copy of the Maverick Manifesto. Until next time, dare to be different. Dare to be a Maverick.